Dodgers 8-9. San Diego 11-8.
It's a typically clear.
What's up, YouTube? Rich Gamer 997 here. Tonight we're back on MLB The Show 18. If you guys enjoy this stream, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment, and yeah, please don't forget to subscribe.
And the San Diego Padres. Stay tuned for Padres baseball. Next on the show. Steve Cook is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hope you're having a good night.
We're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's got an 11-game hit streak going. That means he's hitting lefties, righties, starters, relievers. He's doing it all right now, and he's really comfortable in the box. You can see his confidence is just beaming.
First pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Sano takes it in. And there are 2 away now. Gene Segura standing in. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
The ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail this one 1-0. Into the box now, Rich Bulldog, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit to third. Villanueva's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass.
Swinging too early.
Leading off the inning, Christian Villanueva, and they'll need him to get something going here. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second.
Right on the line.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Now at the plate, Stephen Lockhart, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Santander facing back. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The lefty fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Alan Cordoba hits next. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. One out, nobody on. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. And the breaking ball stays outside.
Like, how much I have to bring that shit inside to get it to
0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just
good
off
at
the
that discipline that
cut
time.
fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Went
It's
out the
never easy
window.
to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the middle, knee high. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
I can't tell you guys how
Yeah,
fired up
until
Bobby
we only got
Cox used to get
38
when the
speed.
8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Padres lead it 2-1. Another beautiful day here in San Diego as we get a look at La Jolla Cove, and we're all set to ready now. Odubel Herrera as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Yeah, it's gone. It's stinking up the whole place.
Here comes the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Herrera carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back. But I think he might throw it here.
And that's through for a hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base. At the plate, Guillermo Castilla. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
And he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out. Coming to the plate now, Jean Segura. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. Herrera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Segura is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Christian Villanueva, runner in scoring position with two gone. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And that one stayed up a little high. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Padres leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Digging in, Stephen Lockhart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. A called strike over the outside corner.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Yeah, 83 miles an hour.
Standing in now, Jose Pirela. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Right side. Bellinger brings it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Like whenever you put any
1 left for
mustard
San
down the
Diego.
fastball, it
They
never
still
hits
lead
the
it
friggin'
2-1.
zone.
Stepping in, Rich Bulldog. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve Cook. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And he takes strike 2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And that's the first out. So digging in now, Odubel Herrera, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Odubel Herrera becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in now, Guillermo Castilla, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 2. Ready for another chance. Rich Bulldog. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
No balls and 1 strike.
See if I can
Trying
get
to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And it's fouled away. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. High and deep down the left field line.
Wow.
And that will end up a foul ball.
Early in every friggin' thing. It's crazy.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Oh, come on, right to center field.
This looks like it'll get him out of it. Herrera is there as he makes the catch.
That ball hung up there so high.
Dodgers leave him loaded. They're down 2-1. In now. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most
there's no
important
gravity in
the
this
game,
fucking game for some
It
reason.
puts the hitter on the
gravity
defensive. I can
doesn't
only think of
take
myself
part
being in
in
the batter's
baseball
box. When I'm
anymore.
sitting 1-0, I am
the
all
ball
over the
is like a
gas,
fucking
or I
floating
am
device out
allowed
there.
the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Patterson.
Because that ball wasn't hit that hard.
But
that fucking center fielder thing ran all the way from outfield to almost infield to catch it.
1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Throw that shit to first. That dude would have been fucking out.
So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And we take a look there at the team leaderboard in that category, as his total is currently tops on the Padre Ball Club.
Like, I think baseball needs some overhaul done to that shit. Like, you can get a guy out at first base, but they refuse to throw this shit to first base.
And bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Santander waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Jose Pirela will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike one. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Padres leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Digging in, Alan Cordova. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
We can have
Now the
fucking
pitch.
one run to tie the game up. Like, holy shit.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Standing in, Luis Torrens. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Left up to miss.
The 1-1. Fouled away. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen.
A swing and a drive sent down toward the gap. Verdugo looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, he was over in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff
But
batter.
it seems like they got a pinch hitter to come in, so they're going to change their pitcher. Hopefully, the reliever, we can
Count is
fucking
1-2
demolish the
now.
reliever. Hopefully.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 63, Yimi Garcia.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Padres took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that
We
until
both
the
got the
very
same
end.
amount of hits. We just
Steve
couldn't score
Cook
for
takes
shit.
the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Rich Bulldog racked up 12 strikeouts, but still ends up taking the loss.
No shit. Contactor. The contactor is 25. Batting clutch is a fucking 9. I had no chance of coming through clutch if I wanted to.
Attaboy, great job.
A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.
Talk to the pitching staff. It ain't a pitching staff problem. It's a goddamn batting problem this time around. Well. There's a couple guys that's on fire. Hey, catcher. Fucking catcher is a freaking 57 overall. That's why he's batting in 8th place. Because he sucks.
Tuesday Night Baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Miami Marlins and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Rich Bulldog, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, not a bad start in his last one. 7 complete innings. Even though he took the loss, he pitched pretty well. And if he can pitch as well in this one today, he'll have a pretty good chance to win this game for his team.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Cutter got away.
Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. The next 3-2. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Got away.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Calderon, base runner at first with 1 out. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Into the box, Andres Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Andres Diaz.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out with the man at first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now. 1-2. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside of him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, man.
Mound
He
is
might
a lot
spin to win
further
if he
away
starts
than all
looking
the
for it
other
in there.
friggin' parks.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave one, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Now at the plate, Domingo Moya, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in an 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
20 friggin' 4 pitches or whatever.
Ready
it
now
was.
for the Marlins.
James
Bowles. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That ball was all up on him, and he still hit it.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Stepping up now, Brandon Stedman, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Yeah. Missed with a breaking ball.
Slurred off too much.
A bouncer up the middle. Simeon's got it.
I don't even need to. There's only one.
The force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score.
Yeah, we didn't even got
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Murray Zager. 9-1-2 due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Just a tick behind for a strike. The 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The 1-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Excuse me.
And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Soft liner towards short, and that'll be the 2nd out. Striding into the box, Travis Jankowski.
Left fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Sano is under it, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, Rich Bulldog.
Should be doing better, but
first pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be
a
trouble.
good hit. That's a gapper, yo. That's a double.
Hard. He's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugene Harden. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jankowski's there for it. And that retires the side. Dodgers lead.
Close, but most of them.
Digging in now, Nolan Arenado. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Andres Diaz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's taken for strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Here's a strike.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Between the cutter and the 2-seamer, it seems like they always get away from me.
Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Domingo Moya. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Wow.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked. was able to stay inside that
At least
slider
I
and
can't
drive it
feel
the other
bad
way.
now in prime time being missing balls like
Ready.
that.
Here's the first offering. Breaking ball in for a strike. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. James Bowles goes down for the first out in the 5th inning.
For the Marlins, catcher, Brandon Stetson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front. Moya leads off first with 1 away. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick
That
hole.
one got away from
0-2.
me, and he swung at that shit.
0-2, here it comes. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Chase that one.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Aquino is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Standing in, Murray Zager.
The pitcher, number 19, Murray.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher.
Got him
Man, I
looking,
can't wait
and
for it.
that'll do it. The inning is over.
This hot-ass days to be over. I can't wait for winter to come back. I know people bitch and moan about winter, but I'm so fucking in love with winter, it doesn't make any sense. I would trade that shit over this heat any day.
So here now is the pitcher, Rich Bulldog. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
It's so friggin' hot, you sweat in places you forgot you had.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0. Hit on the ground toward the left. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this
Second
one.
hit of the game.
Hey, I've been impressed
I
with
think
this
my one
guy.
problem
Not
with
only has he thrown the ball
the
well,
Bulldog is
but
that
now
he's
he's mixing in
swinging
a
way
base
too
hit
friggin'
late
early,
in the game,
and
giving
that's
his
the
manager
problem.
options. Whether or not
They
he
just
wants
need
to
to
pinch
wait
run,
back on
keep
the
him in
on
there,
the pitches.
go to the relief. I mean, he's
Stop
opened
swinging
up
so
a
early.
whole
Because sometimes
weaponry
but
box
it
for
seems
the
like
manager.
sometimes they throw the ball so slow.
Now back to the top of the
some
lineup.
reason,
Stepping
it
in,
seems slow.
Eugene Harden. He flew out in his last at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Carlos Calderon comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just missed with a breaking
That's
ball.
right on the fucking line, but I guess you could call that either way. Better
And
than
fouls
call
this
it
one off.
right, but
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 2-1 as he misses with a
sometimes it's like
slurve
the
there.
pitches is be going by super fucking fast for no reason.
Easy
I wish
fly
there was a
ball
way to
into
slow
shallow
that
center
shit
field.
down.
Chasing
Like-
after it is Verdugo. He makes the play. Really
Yeah, I
had
guess
to
that's the
hustle to
one
get
good
to
thing
that
about
one.
the
2
balls
gone
being
now.
fucking floating devices is that your guy can run all the way from the outfield to almost the infield and catch the ball.
Here's
no
Nolan
gravity.
Arenado.
No gravity.
He's
You ain't
hitless
got to
in
worry
his two
about the shit
at-bats
hitting
so
the
far.
ground.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
You think?
Popped him up. Bellinger in foul ground, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still no score.
Got 4 hits and no score.
So coming to the plate, Andres Diaz. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs. He's to ignite a rally.
And that's in there for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south.
Baseball changes
Just with
as
launch
well,
angles
too.
and exit
Players
velocities, I
change.
think guys are
Nothing
afraid to
stays
throw
the
that
same.
sinking
Stop talking about
fastball
the
for
damn
fear that guys
90s.
are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. Called strike 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
To 1-2 now.
Of course, look at my energy bar.
The 1-2. And he
Pop
pops
up.
him up back behind second base. Harden is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
Harden. Harden playing second while McDougal get the day off.
So striding
That is
forward
true. I
now,
haven't seen
Domingo
McDougal.
Moya, 1 for
Wonder
2
if
on
they
his
traded
line
him
so
or
far in the
something.
game. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Wow, not sure what they're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Can't
Didn't notice
quite get the low
I don't
outside
see how
corner
the
there. It's
hell
1-2.
that ball went that way.
Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one
Anything
so
should
far.
be
After that knock,
break down,
that's
hit the
only
dirt,
the 3rd hit
something,
of the
don't
game, and
go
we're getting
outside.
late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing their bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
0-1, here's the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Moya leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. He's running. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for Miami. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Settling in now, Rich Bulldog. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Diaz is in a few steps as he takes it for the first. Stepping into the box, Brandon Stedman, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Well, he's throwing a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Harden backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Carlos Calderon. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. Aquino is after it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Count now a ball and a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Verdugo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1. They're down 1-0. Richard McDaniel will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
I guess they gave him the day off.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Los Angeles rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Rich Bulldog wins his 3rd of the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Trevor May records the save, his 2nd. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First was victorious Dodgers. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 18 runners on base. For the Marlins.
Decreasing my contact.
Good job, good job.
Damn, we're 11-16. We suck.
Now from Chase Field in the capital city of Phoenix, Arizona, MLB Network is on the air. Game 1 here in the month of May between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. German Marquez, a right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, guys, huge win in their last game. Kind of stopped a bleeding moment for this team. Let's see if they can continue that stretch today, because they've been struggling recently.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off the premier guy.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bulldog is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the league, and quite deservedly so.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So here's Francisco Lindor now, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Right over the middle, knee high. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is a beacon.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
I'll say that was an excellent start.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona. Steven Souza comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Probably not.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Souza, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2007.
And when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done. And he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I want to tell you, when looking over the statistics on this starting pitcher right here, one thing that jumps off the page at you is the fact that he leads the National League in strikeouts. And that's all well and good. What you need to focus on is the fact that sometimes you can fall into a lull on the defensive side if you know your guys punching guys out left and right. They're going to have to stay on their toes, stay engaged in this one to make sure nothing gets by.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second.
Yeah, these guys putting his bat on everything.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box, Joshua McDonald, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Well, try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Now to the plate, Rich Bulldog. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Softly hit here to the left side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
You know, sometimes, Dero, it's a war.
At least he got
down.
down.
A bad hitting pitcher. The war is
sky high.
The war to try to hope that he actually hits your bat. And I think he won that war, Dero. That wasn't a very pretty swing, but it produced a base hit.
So what you're saying is you were in full warlike mode in Dodger Stadium back in the day when...
I sure was. John Cummings on the mound. He did me a favor. Threw me a heater about 92 with cut on it. Right off the barrel line drive between third and short. My one and only base hit. And I didn't even have a bat. I had to use another bat from a teammate of mine with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Verdugo. Let's go, Verdugo.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-0 home. Now a bunt attempt here. McDonald fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for LA, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So stepping in, John Hicks, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Hicks, originally from the state of Virginia, he was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Alejandro Moreno, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully, as that's ruled a strike. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Dodgers lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Esteban Taveras, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 15.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
So he sets him down swinging. Ketel Marte becomes out number 2 this inning.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santander waits on it, and that's the third out. Can't start any better than this. He set down the first 12. We played 4 full. Dodgers out in front. Next for the Dodgers, Rich Bulldog. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Popped up.
High pop-up. Marte has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Fuck you, Marte. That's like
Dodgers leave one. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Steven Souza. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans. A drive that's got a chance. And that ball is gone to tie it. These guys don't want to go away. This game is all knotted up. Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing. Henry Mateo will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Wow.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with the resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Joshua McDonald stands in as he looks at a called strike. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Same way I lost the last fucking game.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Couldn't get actually, they haven't gotten a run since the first inning, so he'll probably be taking a loss again here.
Late that time for a strike.
Try to hold on to that 1-run lead, but How
And
fucking
that one
long
just
can you
missed
hold on to
outside.
one run?
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Coming to the plate now, Alejandro Moreno comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way out in front. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third. And no swing. It's ball 2.
100-mile-an-hour fastball. Not anymore.
Swing and a line drive. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He threw first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
No balls and a strike to count. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We're ready for another shot now. Esteban Tavares hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Why it seemed like as soon as he signed a contract with a team, the team went to shit? Because as soon as I signed a 6-year deal with friggin' the Dodgers, all of a sudden they fucking suck balls.
And he'll
they
take it to the bag
runs
himself
up on
for
the
the
board
out.
anymore.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Sent on the ground out to second. McDaniel has it, and quickly there are 2 away. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Outside, 2-1. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Left side, but well foul. Another 2-2 offering. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Patterson going back, and it's gone as they add still another.
Alright, they're going to pull my ass out the game now.
Into the box now, Steven Souza.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw
now
that
it seems
again,
like
so
you got to
your
pitch
opponent is
perfect
probably
to win the
up there just
freaking game
looking for a
because
fastball that
your
he can
team
drill.
is not putting up any fucking
Skied
runs
into
at all.
right. Patterson
And that's
has
the
a
6th
read on
inning,
it.
and we haven't fucking put up another
And
run
that
since
retires
the
the
fucking
side.
first.
Striding in once again, Henry Mateo. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0,
like you got to pitch
I am
this
all
game
over the
fucking
gas,
perfect
or
now
I
to
am
win.
allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Got him. As he just continues to
your
mow
asshole
down
got
these
lucky
hitters.
the last time with that
13
home run.
strikeouts now. Ready once again, Joshua McDonald. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A ball and no strikes. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Patterson has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. John Hicks. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not
It
even
don't
in
matter.
the
They're
strike zone.
swinging that shit and fucking making contact and getting home runs. So stop
Man,
whining.
this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Now the
And
defense
he
went to
can't
shit.
come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Digging in and looking for more, Alejandro Moreno. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 the count. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Santander is in pursuit, and no one will track it down. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
No shit, that was
The
a wild
1-2.
pitch. That shit got away.
Swung on and missed, strike 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. Arizona's on top, 3-1.
We got 7 hits and we didn't
Braxton
make any
Lee
of them
is
fucking
going to be
count.
asked to get things going here.
Really? You said I was coming up.
It's a game of
And they
streaks
fucking
and runs, so a 4-game skid
some
happens to
douchebag
even the best
hit
of
for
teams.
me.
The key is they didn't panic or press.
Yeah, we lost. It seemed like now I gotta pitch perfect games when they put up fucking 1 run. Otherwise, you can't win because they don't get no hits after they get 1 run. It seemed like this game get worse and worse the more you fucking play it. Pitching side was one thing I wanted to look forward to. Now it seems like it's a fucking nightmare, just like the hitting side of it. These fucking guys. I didn't send them my video letter yet. I'll send it to them. These motherfuckers better not mess up next year. I wonder if I should just import over my 2017 guys. They were more fun to play with. They had a 100-mile-an-hour fastball to pitch with. I got to choose the pitches I wanted. Instead, these douchebags, oh, you're going to train this pitch. You didn't get to pick the pitches you want.
It's a typically clear and beautiful day in San Diego as we get set for
When
afternoon
you start, you get
baseball
to
from Petco
pick the
Park.
pitches you
Today,
want.
it's
But
game
when
2
you
of a
add another
3-game
pitch,
weekend set
it's
between the
whatever
LA
guy is
Dodgers
available to
and
train
the
you
San
with
Diego
for that pitch is the
Padres.
pitch you get.
The pitching
So I
should
couldn't
be a
ask for like
story
a
in this one.
curveball or
First
nothing because
pitch
it
is
just
coming
pops
up.
it and say, oh, you're going to train a cutter.
Luis Perdomo will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA
They should
under
get
4
rid of
in
all
baseball.
of them.
He's slightly
If you
over
can't
that,
take the
but this
fucking
guy's a
cold,
better
don't
pitcher
go
than
to the
that
game.
ERA indicates.
The 1-1 is a breaking ball in off the plate. Line drive to center field. He dives. Did he catch that?
Good play,
He did.
Verdugo.
What a play there for the first out. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Bulldog is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the National League, and it's hard to argue against that when you check out his numbers.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels
Why
to
is
be
he
voted
fucking
in
calling
by
for the
his
ball
fans to
on
start
the
in the
inside
All-Star
so
game
much?
right now.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Time now to check the hometown Padres
I wish they could
lineup
do
card
like
in this
a
one. Mark, what's your take on
a
him against
switch
one of the best
pitcher.
starters
That
in
would
the
be
game?
fucking cool.
Matty, you focus
So
on
when
this
a
lineup,
fucking left-hander
the middle
comes
of the
up,
order jumps
he
out
can
at you
switch.
because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the tone.
Switch and
They
pitch
have to be
left-handed
willing to
to
work
him.
the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Digging in now for San Diego, Eric Hosmer. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Now Hosmer with a swing and a deep drive to right.
It was foul.
And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Next to the plate for the Padres, Gary Sanchez. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Sanchez brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side they swing the bat.
Can't get my fucking
That's
fastball
certainly
higher
not
than
the case here.
94.
Yeah, this guy just
Last year I was
absolutely
pitching
hammers right-handed
100 mile an hour
some guys like
fastball.
the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate,
Can't get
a hanging breaking
ball
ball.
past fucking
This guy seems to
94.
absolutely hammer those.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And a
It took away all
fastball
the
just a bit
pleasures
up.
that you had in this game.
Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
At least I got my slurve ball up to 80 miles an hour. That's good. And cutter is up to 90.
And a fastball just a bit high.
Can't get that douchebag to chase it.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box now, Stephen Lockhart, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
He got cool shades. Even though I like the shades Prime Time wears and Bulldog wears, but
First pitch of
What's
the
some cool
at-bat
shades?
on its way.
All the shades they have in
Breaking
this
ball in
game
for a
is
strike.
like typical baseball shades.
And here's a
Ooh,
pitch inside. And
sorry,
that got him.
dude.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find
Sorry
a way to
about that,
come around
buddy.
to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Left fielder.
And he
It's
tries to
terrible
hold back
that
on the
they
swing,
team
but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the
He
third
didn't
out.
even see that ball. He wasn't even
One
looking
left for
that.
San Diego. It remains 1-0. Back now on MLB Network from sunny
the
San
scenery is
Diego.
so
Without a
beautiful.
doubt, some of the most beautiful coastlines in the country around here. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Rich Bulldog, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line drive to center field.
Right to center
But
field.
sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without. At the plate, Eric
Like it stinks,
Rodriguez.
like last
It was
year.
a two-hit effort for him, including a home
My
run in
pitcher
last
had
night's game.
in 99 power, 99
Strike.
contact, and fucking smashed that ball. Crazy home runs, great hits. This year, he fucking stinks. Because they want
And he
to
misses
fucking
with it
change
1-1.
shit. Now, when something isn't broke, don't fuck with
1-1.
it. Just leave it alone. It's like niggas trying to reinvent the wheel. Like, why?
That's back-to-back breaking
People
balls
already
away,
enjoy
but
the
now
game
he's
the way
got
it was.
himself
Why the
into a
fuck
little
are
bit
you
of a
changing
tough
it?
spot. You probably can't throw that again, so opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Into the corner and slicing.
It's kind of like the F1 game. It's like they put some weird shit on the front of the car. Like for years, F1 had an open cockpit, but all of a sudden it looked like they put fucking eyebrows on the bitch. I don't know what the hell is that shit supposed to do. Maybe it's supposed to protect their head in a rollover, but those cars barely fucking roll over. So I was wondering, like, what the hell is that thing on there?
He's
It's
racking
like
up a fair amount of
looks like
strikeouts now
horns.
out there.
It's
That's
weird.
6 to this point.
Always
So
want
he's
to
got
fuck
good
with shit.
stuff,
People can
and he's
never leave
fooling
things
a lot of
alone.
these hitters.
Batting ninth. Pitcher.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far.
It's funny, kind of like earlier my boy was telling me about, you know, he was trying to get a new cell phone and he went to AT&T or whatever, and
on a ball that was way out of the strike zone.
they
There are
asked him
two
at
away now.
AT&T, like,
Boy, it's
hey,
been a rough
how much
road
do
for
you
these
pay?
middle
And
innings
he's
so
like,
far. This
for
offense
me
right
and my
now
girl
really
phone, I
doesn't
pay
have an answer for anything that he's
$94 a
throwing.
month.
He's attacking up, down,
And
in
the
and
guy
out
was
the
like,
strike
hey,
zone.
we
He's
can
been
give you
awfully
these
dominant
iPhone
up to this
8s,
point.
you know, one for free and
Gene
one
Segura
on a
standing
lease or
in.
whatever.
Will attempt to put the
So
ball
he
in play
goes,
for a change
how much
here with the
will
first
be
two
my
guys
bill
going down on strikes to start
if
the inning.
I get the phone and
He's
go
ready.
with you
Here's
guys?
the first offering.
The guy told him
And that pitch catches the inside
$170,
corner.
and he's like, why would I pay $170 when I'm paying $94 now? Like, who does that? Like, why would you want to change and do stuff like that? It's just retarded. So when things is fine,
Back with
don't
a
go
fastball
change it
up
for
and
things
away
that you
that
think is
swung
going
on
to be
and
better,
missed,
and it's
0-2.
not. So you guys need to leave these games alone. Stop fucking with them. We like them just the way they are.
behind
Well,
on a
at least
1-2
I do.
count.
I don't know about the other people. Obviously they didn't, because none of them played this fucking game anymore.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning.
Like, you need somebody older to talk to these young guys and
Not
like
too
explain
shabby.
shit to
More
them,
from
you know,
MLB
like stop
Network.
trying to reinvent
Saturday
the wheel. If you
baseball
got
after
something
this.
great, leave it alone. Look at Madden. Madden is like
Here's
a
the
trash hole.
Odubel
I wouldn't
Herrera.
even fucking shit on Madden. That game is so fucking horrible now. But back in the days, Madden was the ultimate fucking football game to
The
get.
at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Verdugo waits on it.
2K isn't any better.
1 away.
2K, hopefully this year they fix all the problems they had last year.
Now in
They
the
want
box,
to
Eric
add
Hosmer
my park,
was a
and
strikeout
they want to
victim in his
add
first
the
drive.
running around the neighborhood and all this nonsense, and then the gameplay
First
fucking
delivery
stinks.
to him on the way. And here's
Like,
the
what do you
first
think?
pitch
People's gonna
curveball
run
that
around the
bounces
fucking
on him there.
neighborhood
It's
all day
ball
long
one.
and not play the game?
A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
I like to know who the
fastball.
people is that test
Little
these games
hesitation
and
right there by
give
the
the
batter.
approval
It was
that
great
everything is
execution by the
okay
pitcher
with
down
him.
and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been
I
sitting
know
on
you
something
can't
else.
probably
2-2
you know you
the
can't
count.
speak up and say that things are wrong because you might get fired and shit, but at least have the
2-2
balls to say something.
is laid off and the count runs full.
You know, if you don't agree with something in the game, say you don't agree with something in the game.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone.
It's kind of
with
like
strikes,
everyone
and right now we're seeing a lot of
playing
swings
live
and misses,
beta
and
right
a lot
now,
of
a live
strikeouts,
demo.
and no walks either.
And do you think they're gonna go and change whatever
In
feedback
now,
you
Gary
give them? They're not gonna
Sanchez.
do that shit. They just want to see how many
As he'll
people are
take
gonna
a look
play
at
it,
ball one, looking to put the ball
so they
in
can get
play
an
here. He went down
estimated
on
number
strikes
of
in his first
how
at-bat.
much they should ream
Now
you
a
out.
check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. No runs, no hits. No
Like, oh
errors
hey,
in the ball
million
game for the
people play it
Padres.
and it's shitty. Fuck it,
Breaking
let's
ball
give
as
it
this
in
runs
to him
in on him, and he
anyway.
has to step out
They
of the way
won't
that
know.
time. Count even at 2-2.
Kind of like shitty rap music. You give them a nice
2-2.
beat, the rhymes is trash, but you
Still
don't
even
listen
at
to the
2-2.
rhymes because the beat is nice. Mumble rap. Like, who
Another
the fuck
one
came
sent
up with
foul.
that shit? Mumble rap.
Good battle here.
Like,
This
why
will be
would
the
you want to
7th
listen
pitch
to
coming
somebody
up.
mumble? Not
Here's one that
I'm saying
misses
that I don't
inside,
mumble
and the
because
count's
I
run
do.
full now, 3-2.
But that's only when I'm talking to
I gotta
myself.
commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
The next 3-2. And that one's
Come
taken
on.
outside for a ball. He
How the
walked him.
fuck did that
So no
fastball go
1-2-3
that
inning here.
far
They've got
off?
themselves a 2-out base runner.
Ugh.
Stepping into the box, Christian Villanueva. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his
Like, you
last
got to
time
move
up.
put the ball in the opposite corner to fucking get it to go where you want it to.
Softly hit out to short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to Padres lead. Next up for Los Angeles, Rich Bulldog. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded to
Oh,
short.
I hit it right to the fucking...
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So
Like,
striding
you have
in,
no
Stephen
fucking power.
Hart
It
will
just
start things
sucks
out here
as
in
a
the
batter.
fifth, and it's been tough
And
sledding
it
for
sucks
this
to end up
lineup
on
through the
teams
first
that
half of the game.
you know, you have to
Yeah, they
back.
haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far.
I
in
wish
this
they
one,
would
Matt.
just
They need something to break their way and wake them
Take
up a
out
bit.
you
It'd be
having
nice
the
to
bat
get
in
these
the fucking
fans
game.
involved
Get
at
you
some point as well.
designated hitter for you or something. Make it like that all across the board. It's a game. You can do whatever you want. They already did whatever they want. So they might as well just went all the way and
Here's a
fuck
pitch
you.
swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swinging a soft liner and one gone. Now at the plate, Jose Pirela. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 3, Jose.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I don't know if this is great
there's
deception
nothing
by the
beats
pitcher, great arm action. or just
no,
bad offensive
open
approach.
door part, outside, or should I say, no,
to take
open
a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate
stadium.
what the strike
Because
zone's
playing in
gonna
a
be.
dome is just Like, we
Fouled
braved
off
the
wide
cold
at
to go
first,
to
but
the
boy, that
Giants
had
and
some
Jets
zip on it.
games.
No
And
runs,
these guys
no
want
hits,
to
no
cry
errors
and
in the
shit
ball game for the
and build
Padres.
domes.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. First offering on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
In the summertime, we braved the heat to go to, like, the Mets games. Getting beat by the sun.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading
That's
for
another
two.
thing that sucks about this pitching is, like, you'll get the
And
shit
he'll post
lined
into
up, put the
second here
ball
with
where
a
the
two-out
catcher wants it
double.
to go,
So a two-out
get it
double here
lined
gives
up
him some new
perfectly,
life here in
and
this
they'll
fifth
still
inning.
hit the
And you
fucking
can see
ball.
on the graphic his total for the year places him third best on the San Diego roster. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line softly toward the hole, so they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait. At the plate, Gene Segura will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt.
Well, it
They've
has
been
to be like
completely
this if I
overmatched
want
at
to
this
win the
point.
game.
One hit through 5 innings. I mean,
can't
what else can
allow
you say
them to
about the
get a
pitching
hit
they faced
or
other than it's
get a
been
run.
fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Because obviously you
1-1
can
to
see
San
my
Diego's
fucking
leadoff
team can't
batter.
score because they haven't
1-1.
scored since they got the one run.
Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
You froze him on the fastball there. Gene Segura is retired leading off the bottom of the sixth. Digging in once again, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the
Didn't
inside
get him to
corner.
chase that one.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he squares up on this one.
See?
Deep to
Come on.
straightaway right.
That should be a
And
strike
that
right there.
Nearly would
This
have
is
gotten him on the
perfectly
board.
lined up.
Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he's just rolling.
That's
right
how
now,
it's
and
supposed
even
to be.
dozen
That's how that fucking
strikeouts
last
for him
pitch
in
was
the
supposed to
ballgame.
go.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
So everybody,
So with 2 out and the
Xbox
bases
came
empty,
out
it's
with their
Eric Hosmer
own
now.
little baseball
Yeah,
game.
this is the guy
It was
for me.
shit,
I
but
think this is the guy
everybody
in the
played it because it
clubhouse
was
that
fun.
the guys truly gravitate
It wasn't
towards.
like
The
this.
total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Hit back up the middle. Simeon's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0
So
score.
I guess next would be 2K. I gotta see if they improve on 2K. I don't know about live. I've never been a person that like live. First of all, the guys
Leading
look
off
like
the inning, Gary
they pluck
Sanchez.
them out of a
And they'll need him
fucking
to get something going here.
Lego
Starting to
game
run
or
out of
something.
time.
They
They
don't
haven't
even
been able
look
to
real.
score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball
Here's
inside.
a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. Swing
I
and
wish
a
they
miss on
would
the
like
fastball,
just
and it's 1-2.
put out Red Dead Redemption
Something
2
that
right
stood out
now.
to me in this game is the
That'd be
lineup's lack
good.
of a solid plan at the
Oh,
plate.
Fallout,
Seems
I
like
forgot
way
about
too many
Fallout
guys are
76,
chasing
but that's
pitches
not
out of the
until
zone and
October as
trying to
well.
hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And that I don't even know if I'm really gonna like it because that's online only.
Nice
And
job.
I really
there,
don't like
taking care
playing
of
with
the leadoff
motherfuckers
hitter via
online.
the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late,
If I didn't fall out, I
getting that
guess you don't
first
have
guy in
no
the inning
choice.
is
You just
so
hope you don't
important.
get
It
betrayed
changes the whole
by the
complexion
people
of the
you're
inning,
playing with.
so that was a big out.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Spider-Man.
Still looking
I don't
great
know. I
to me
never
out
played
there
the
on the
Spider-Man
mound.
game, but
Punched
the
out
Spider-Man
first
game
guy in
looks
the
kind of
seventh, and
good.
he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses.
Tomb Raider.
1-2.
Got Tomb Raider
I think
coming
if he
out.
executes that pitch
Some
on the
lower
corner
cross.
instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be.
Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach.
It's funny how they
into
have
the
the arrow
outfield.
pointing to fucking go to first base, but you
Man, I thought
can't
this at-bat
run.
was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Right fielder.
The bouncer to the left side. He's got it. The second
Double
for
play.
1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of MLB Network
McDaniel.
Saturday Baseball after this. Number 41 enters from the bullpen to do the
Dick
pitching.
McDaniel.
Number 41.
Leading off the inning, Rich Bulldog, as they'll look for some
That used
added
to be my
insurance before
nickname
the
in
bottom
school.
half of the inning.
Dick.
And we'll start the inning off with
Ah,
an easy
sky
fly ball to
ball.
straightaway
It
left.
looked like it was a good
Varela
hit,
comes
but
in a few steps as he hauls it in for the
gravity
first down.
doesn't exist in this game.
Now batting, Jose Varela, been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Outside with that slurve of his 1 ball, no strikes.
If anybody out there know how
This
they
is
got
in the air to left. Santander waits
Dick
on
out
it,
of Richard,
looks it
you
into
know,
his glove,
just
and
leave it
there's
in the
one
comments
gone.
and let me know, because I've been trying to figure that shit out for years now, and I still
Now
can't
at the
figure it
plate,
out.
Eric Rodriguez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Rodriguez.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up
I'm
perfectly
better
right now.
not, shit.
Franchy Cordero
I'd
will
fight
pinch
somebody
in
to
here,
take
and
me
he's
out
the
this
potential
fucking game.
tying run. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And a good job to lay off
come on,
the
you
fastball.
dick.
They're close, but it's 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Just missed with a breaking ball.
Right on the corner.
This is pulled into right. Patterson is there, and he'll
Show
make the
me
catch to retire the
opponent.
side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 1-0. Gene Segura standing in. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
You never
A lot
really
of righty
get that
pitchers
fast,
will throw
that
that two-seamer to
fastball
right-handed
for
hitters
that
to
dude.
try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in
That
there,
and the
but that was
cutter.
a good
And
take
I think
to
the
lay
cutter,
off
the
and
reason the
take the
cutter
ball.
sucks for me is because it's on the bumper.
Looking to send him
And I've
packing
rarely
again.
used the bumper.
Now a Slur's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. in the air and drifting out to shallow center. McDaniel onto the grass. He's got it one away. Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Santander.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Sometimes you follow the stupid line going up and
now
you
they're
lose
down to their
position
final
on when it's
strike here
coming
this
down.
afternoon. San Diego down to their final strike. Count remains full. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fastball right back to the mound. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have
did great that
first
time,
2 games
holding
of
the
this series on the
1-run
road,
lead.
as this one is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
That guy named
A single run good enough to do it
well,
today. 1-0 the final score.
Like
the Dodgers took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Rich Bulldog earns win number 4 on the season and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Luis Perdomo is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian.
Last time I
You've been watching a presentation of
lead.
MLB Network.
It
So
gave
long,
up 3
everybody.
runs by giving up
Here now is
3
our final
home
line
runs.
score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 1 run.
Well, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. If you guys enjoyed this stream, make sure to leave me a like, make sure to leave me a comment, and yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. H24, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in another stream. Peace.